This is kind of self-explanatory. My friend and I were like discussing things revolving whatever the title is. So the final solution that we came up with was this instead of 51 going to Science Park. I'm sorry about this, streetdirectory.com doesn't show Lower Kent Ridge Road and Kent Ridge Crescent when it's zoomed out, so whatever we proposed, it's only possible because, okay, historically there was a feeder service from Clementi MRT that loops at Beauty World, the current Beauty World. So it was called 205, and this thing was what 173 used to be before 173 no longer went to New Bridge Road, and then it absorbed 205 to become a loop inside of Clementi. And it is solely because 173 even loops in the first place that we're able to do this. Because the ones in bold, like, my friend had a different idea, but after we discussed, we eventually came up with like this solution. So I'm just describing it as it is. Uh, so 173, it'll still be, okay, there are two options. For the looping point bound, this is only for the looping point bound. For the Bukit Batok bound, it'll still call Commonwealth Avenue West outside of Clementi MRT. But we were thinking if it's possible to go inside Clementi Interchange, come out, kind of like in the style of Service Tree, come out of Clementi Avenue 3, or we just go straight like this. Either way, we're gonna be sending 173 to Avenue 2, to Avenue 2, then Avenue 1, like this. So essentially, we are trying to do what 189 currently does. Instead, we'll be using 173 instead. And then based on whatever you see here, and then for 189, 189 comes from Clementi Avenue 6. And then we're gonna make 189 go here. But instead of going like looping at Clementi Avenue 1, this is all possible simply because 173 loops and doesn't terminate. So 189, we're gonna like make it go Clementi Road with an option to go inside and loop inside Kent Ridge Terminal. It's just an option, but let me show you the other one that doesn't go inside interchange. It's basically basically this thing is just a stub, an optional stub. So we're gonna make it loop in the same fashion as 96. So effectively, we're not running 96 anymore. No, as in like, effectively, what 96 has been doing ever since 1982, with the minor difference being this, we're gonna send 189 back via Clementi Road and Commonwealth Avenue West, and then go back up to Bukit Batok. So now you're thinking, what about like this area? Yes, there's a plan as well. So anyway, I'm just regurgitating from whatever my friend he sent here. So again, it's the exact same thing. 96, we're gonna be sending it both directions. Like this, and then like this. I mean, you kind of get the idea. I mean like this, I'm sorry. Like this. So it's supposed to go down Clementi Road. And then, because down here you already have like this new 189 doing this, you could actually send 96 to the top half instead of the bottom. Actually, whichever part, like top half or bottom half you send, be it like this, doesn't really matter. You can play around with them. Then 96 is supposed to do what current 95 is doing. And then go up North Buona Vista Road, then, do this. say loop? Holland Village loop. Yeah. So 96 is supposed to do whatever 95 is doing. Pardon because it's a little messy. And then the new 95, what it's supposed to do, I'm just gonna put here Kent Ridge Terminal. Oops. It's gonna go Lower Kent Ridge Road. Actually, you can even use the top half of Kent Ridge Crescent as well. So it's Kent Ridge, doesn't matter, it's Kent Ridge Crescent, Lower Kent Ridge Road, and then it'll be going into Science Park Drive. I'm just drawing like this. This is Normanton Park. And then it'll go Portsdown Avenue, up to Queensway, Commonwealth Avenue, which is Queenstown MRT, East West Line 19, and then from there on, Alexandra Road, Jalan Bukit Merah, and then Bukit Merah Central, Bukit Merah Interchange. So it will be bi-directional. What's gonna happen to 51? It's still gonna do this. I mean, if you really wanted to convert it to straight, and then, I mean, compromise this sector, it's like, okay, it is possible. Although, yeah, the people near Mei Ling Street, which is around here, they would probably be compromised as well. In the sense that, like, they take 61, 93, 100, and then they transfer to 175 to reach Pasir Panjang. That's the compromise. But yeah, there is an option. 51, you still do like the Queensway and Alexandra Troll, because my friend didn't really specify, or go straight. But let's say we just go straight. No, as in, let's say we don't consider the straight option, because that's just an option. Oops. Let's just say we keep 51 as it is. So we're not going to touch 51 at all. It's still going to go to Alexandra, Pasir Panjang, and instead of going to Jurong East, is just going to be shortened to Kent Ridge Terminal, which it's not a lot, but it definitely would help. And this can only be carried out once JRL is in place. So Jurong Region line, and then this is like Jurong East. That line is gonna cut into West Coast. I think it's gonna intercept that Cross Island line, something along those lines. And then this one, instead of going to HPV, it's gonna go. It's gonna be diverted inside to serve Kent Ridge instead, because that's what they confirmed. And then you might want to put a station that is near like Kent Ridge bus terminal. This one is the existing Kent Ridge station that near NUH that connects with Circle Line, but this Kent Ridge bus terminal over here, I don't know, you can name it like Heng Mui King station or something along those lines, I don't know, but just one station that is near there. So it's only after like this Jurong East to Kent Ridge branch of JRL opens can you actually do this rationalization. And then even for bus options, existing bus options, they have like 30, they have like 143. So even if 51 is gone, they still have like these two options available from Jurong East to like this area outside of Kent Ridge, like in general. So, and even in the event that both of them screw up, it's a winding path, but sorry, it's a winding route, but you still have 201 at the very least. So technically you have three options, but I'm just gonna say two because they are along West Coast Road, and 201 goes to Clementi. It kind of like winds a little bit. It's meant to wind, so yeah. you can only do this when this branch opens, simply because you're gonna leverage on these two services, and then you can finally truncate 51 to here. Sorry about my camera zoom. I don't know whether this would bring. Okay, again, as I mentioned, the whole 2 hour rule, it only affects new services and not existing services that already existed before the rule came into place. So they can cut it down to as close as 2 hours as possible. It doesn't necessarily have to be below 2 hours, but at the very least, if you cut off like Jurong East to Kent Ridge, it'll actually save some time. No, as in like it'll actually be better for BC welfare.